this video, I'll be sharing my advice on how I achieve my New Year's resolutions and goals and how you can do the same. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kaylee, and in this video I'll be sharing some tips and advice on achieving New Year's resolutions and goals, of which I hope at least one of them you haven't tried before or haven't heard of. I'll be trying to make each point as actionable as possible for if you wish to try it out, and with that, let's get on with the video. So the first thing I like to do is to divide each of my resolutions into monthly segments, and within each of these segments I have several actionable steps. I then put these steps into my calendar or my to-do list so that when I tick them off I have a much faster positive feedback loop, and this is what replenishes my motivation. I'll have a Notion template in my description box down below, but for those of you who do not have Notion, it's just a simple table that looks like this. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. So if you have a large number of goals, don't be discouraged if you find yourself halfway through the year and it doesn't look like you'll accomplish everything that you wanted to, because discouragement could be the reason why you stop altogether. So be prepared for your consistency to waver, but make sure to always pick it back up again. I think it's safe to say that the majority of people are highly motivated at this time of year, and although motivation is fleeting, as we all know, it can be used to your advantage. Don't rely on motivation to carry you throughout the year, but instead make a habit out of it. A habit is something that is easier to do than not to do. Following this example, there's a much easier way to ingrain habits into your life, and that is through keystone habits. Keystone habits are small changes or habits that people introduce into their routines that unintentionally carry over into other aspects of their lives. So in the context of running, make it a habit that every day after school or work, you come home and you put on your workout clothing. This small change can make you just that much more likely to get out of the house and go for a run, because it takes away that resistance. If you want to do further research into the topic of habits, I recommend this book, The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, or the book that seems infinitely more popular, Atomic Habits. You don't have to read the full book if you don't feel like it. There's plenty of summaries out there, and I would recommend the one by Ali Abdaal. So my actionable step here would be to review each resolution/goal and find a small change that you could make to create a dominoes effect towards achieving that goal. Sometimes the reason we don't achieve our resolutions or goals is because we simply forget that they exist. So my actionable step for this is, in your calendar, add at the end of each month a reminder to review your current progress. Number 5 is to have a balance between push and pull goals. A push goal is a goal that you have to push yourself to achieve, speaks for itself, and a pull goal is a goal which you feel naturally drawn towards. Pull goals feel effortless and push goals feel like hard work. Why should you set a balance? Well, if you have too many push goals, for example, it can feel like you're pressured or forced to achieve them, and this just makes the whole process unfun. Unfun, is that a word? Unfun is a word now. Whereas too many pull goals keeps you in your comfort zone and doesn't challenge you to be your best self. So for this, I would recommend going over each goal you have and ticking it off as a pull or a push goal, and making sure that you have a good balance. Because, for example, too many push goals could indicate an external pressure to do things. Number 6 is helpful for motivation, and that is the pleasure and pain principle. Now this point is heavily inspired by a video I found, and I will leave that down in the description box. The pleasure and pain principle is essentially changing the association your brain makes with the things that you want or need to do. For example, studying, something that we all can or used to relate to. Instead of thinking about the pleasure of watching Netflix and just putting it off for another 20 minutes, or the pain of studying, like it's boring, it's difficult, I don't want to do it. You have to switch your mindset to think of the exact opposite. So you would think of the pleasure of studying, like, wow, I'm going to get good grades if I do this, whatever works for you. Or you would alternatively think about the pain of Netflix. You would think about bad grades, like, if I watch Netflix, I'm not going to study, I'm going to keep watching more videos, whatever works for you, like I said. The stronger your emotions at the time of creating that association, the stronger that link will be. And this can be used for anything in life, really, not just resolutions and goals. So my actionable step here would be to check out that video. Number 8 is the fact that time is a man-made construct. There is no such thing as the new year, but we still associate this feeling of a fresh start and new beginnings with this time. What I like to do to replicate this fresh start is to have a monthly review, and sometimes I even have a weekly review. In a monthly review, I go over everything that I've achieved and I lay out the things that I want to achieve for the next month. Monthly or weekly reviews gives you a sense of beginning or a fresh start just a lot more frequently, and I find that if I fail a New Year's resolution halfway through the year, you get this feeling that you have to wait until next year before you start again, and it's so stupid. I don't know if anyone else feels that. But basically, the monthly review gives you so many more chances to pick it back up again. And that wraps up the video. If you guys enjoyed, please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to know my resolutions for 2021, or what my resolutions were for 2020, let me know and I'll make a video about that next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!